So, are you ready for the holy grail of golf instruction? Are you guys ready to get the secret that has made the best golfers in the world and what they do, improve their games, and what separates the average golfer from the professional golfer? And this is something that is a huge discrepancy amongst the game's elite to the average player or the new player. And we're going to look at the pelvis. So I have here my iPad case. Okay, my iPad case is about 8 inches long here, right about 8 inches. Okay, so the average tour player moves their center, which we talk about right here at the belly button, forward to the target 8 inches. Okay, their pelvis moves forward to the target 8 inches from address. And then some of the players move their pelvis back slightly, okay, but move it, so let's say call it 2 inches, and then they move forward 8. So now they're moving forward 10 inches. So this is something that in golf instruction and learning to play golf is critically important to your success. It's how you control the low point. It's how you get the handle forward. It's how you extend, tilt, and turn your body. Moving the pelvis forward 8 inches. I mean, you have to realize it's that far. It's across this iPad. So it's taking this iPad from here and moving it over here. That's how forward the average tour player moves their pelvis forward. And so many people that I teach, actually, let me pick that up again. They actually move their pelvis backwards and never enough forwards. So they move it backwards and then maybe a little bit forward, so they never get far enough forwards with their pelvis to hit the ball solid and high and far and straight. And you're wondering, distance-wise, why don't I hit the ball farther? It's all about the pelvis. It's all about the lower center. Now, we're moving the lower center forward 8 inches. However, we don't want to move our upper center forward 8 inches. We want to keep an upper center that's stable and a lower center that moves 8 inches forward. And that's how we create, side bend or side tilt. And that's why it's so valuable for you to know this. This is the holy grail. This is what everybody looks past. You're moving your lower center, your pelvis forward. On the backswing, the average tour player moves their pelvis forward and more forward and more forward, okay? That's the misnomer. People think they have to shift their weight. So what they do is they shift all the way back here, and now their pelvis is moved 8 to 10 inches back. So that means they have to move their pelvis between 16 to 20 inches more forward. So that doesn't make any sense. So what do we do? What do we do, folks, as golfers to make the game really simple? I got 2 words for you. Weight forward. And this is something that is this is probably the most important 2 words that you could use in your golf swing, okay? And what's overlooking, people overlook this all the time because they're told to shift to the right, move their weight all the way to the right, and then what happens is they spin their hips back and they never get off their back foot. So do you know that little move with their right foot? So if you look at my right foot right here, you always see these people going like this. The pelvis is going backwards. Okay, so not only do they move back this way, they turn back this way, so they never get enough forwards. So this is like super important for you to be a good golfer, is moving the pelvis forward. So on the backswing, the pelvis moves forward. On the downswing, the pelvis moves forward. And on the follow through, the pelvis moves forward. Forward and up too. That's another thing, that's another video, but we're moving forward. So when I hit a shot, an 8-iron here, go ahead and hit a shot. So I can hit that ball pretty solid, pretty far, and pretty high by making sure my pelvis does not shift to the right and move backwards. This is very important. Shifting to the right and moving backwards only creates a leftward path, only creates more of a slicing motion across the ball, which we don't want. So again, Forward, forward, and more forward is what we're looking for. The Holy Grail. This is the Holy Grail of golf instruction. This is the Holy Grail of golf shots. If you don't have someone that's teaching you the proper pelvis forward to the target and turning forward, then you should be doing this. You should be doing this. This is going to help you. Okay, this is going to help you. So remember, pelvis forward and more forward. You can hit the ball higher, farther, more solid. So I'm going to turn around here and you're going to see, basically I'm going to move the camera all the way to the other side now behind me. Actually, you know what, I'll just rotate it this way. Okay, I'm going to rotate it this way and you're going to see my middle of my pelvis right here, right back here, this belt loop right here. So when I go back and I take the club back, okay, that goes forwards to the target. Hopefully you can see that. And then on the downswing goes more forward and more forward to the follow through point. Boom. So you can see that. Never does this go shift to the back and then spin back. It's a great angle from back here too. And no jokes, please, no jokes. It's a great angle to see the best players in the world and what they do. And I would look at if you can move the pelvis forward, and more forward. Remember, the best players in the world, if they move back slightly, they're moving forward towards the target 8 inches. So here, I'll go ahead and hit one here. Let me grab a ball. And you'll be able to see this. So we got set up here. Okay, so middle of the pelvis. So watch this here. As I go back, my pelvis goes towards the target, and it's going to keep going towards the target. Okay, hopefully that you can see that diagram, that action right there, how I'm moving forward towards the target. So super important. So we're going to do a little bit down the line here too. Okay, so you can see this here, like this here. Here we go. Okay, so what you'll see is that as I take this club back, you see part of the pelvis moving forward is the changing of the flex of the knees. That's super important, okay? That's the hip turn, okay? You can see that. My knees change flex, all right? Which enables a bunch of different things, but definitely that moves the pelvis more forward and more forward and more forward. So we'll go ahead and hit one here. So pretty solid right there. I like that. So super, super important. I wanted to share this with you because, you know, this is really important. This could really help your game. Understanding the pelvis and how the pelvis moves forwards. And there's not a lot of people that talk about this. You won't hear this. You won't hear this on golf telecast. They don't talk about this because the problem is on golf telecast, this is the dirty little secret. They want you to shift. That's what they're talking about. Move the weight into the right leg. Okay? Move the weight into the right leg. Okay? That's great. Great information. No, it's not. It's bad information. Because the average tour player maybe moves 1 to 2 inches back. Maybe. Okay? But what they don't tell you is how far they move forward. And so this is so important. So again, to the top, moves forward. Through the ball, moves forward. Pelvis is always moving forward. Super important information. Slicers out there, people who chunk it, people who don't hit it solid, this is for you. This is for you. So super important information. Understanding 8 to 10 inches forwards. That's how far the pelvis moves. So hopefully you really enjoy this video. Crazy starting to rain again, but South Florida, what are you going to do? But my name's Jess Frank. I'm a PGA teaching professional. Been doing it for over 20 years. Love teaching this game. Love helping you play better golf. So please subscribe. Please turn on your notifications. Please comment. Let me know what I can help you with. So again, the Holy Grail of golf. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Take care.